Hi. Someone asked me often if I recommend for buying it's 1 year old radio Turnigy 9XR, or if I prefer old Turnigy T9X. It's not easy to answer because Turnigy 9XR is actually Turnigy T9X in new, probably nicer case, with some changes. When Turnigy 9XR starts about 1 year ago, it was with many problems. With problems with quality of plastic body parts, with quality of gimbals on ball bearings actually, with system of wires from gimbals to mainboard, etc. etc. But 1 year later, I think these problems are almost all solved, and actually I can recommend this radio for you if you like it, how it looks, and if you can use some new function on this radio. Because the biggest fault on Turnigy T9X was and is original firmware. Why this is fault? Why this is problem? Because you can easily use this radio with firmware, with alternative firmware, ER9X, or my favorite Open9X. Open9X and ER9X too are actually different universe about functions, and this is really different radio. Radio is the same, but possibility with this radio is completely different. Really different radio. So, if you want to use Turnigy T9X with better firmware, you must make some mods, some changes on radio. You must solder cable inside, you must change firmware in radio. Probably for someone it could be a problem. Yes. In Turnigy 9XR is connector for connecting to computer built-in inside. This is 6-pin B sharp. This is 6-pin connector for USB ISP programmer. And what is most important, ER9X in one lighter version is inside, directly from the store, from Hobby King. So nice firmware ER9X, nice if you compare it with standard firmware in Turnigy T9X. Nice firmware is in this radio directly from the store. Someone don't like buttons on 9XR. On a Turnigy T9X are classic micro switches with really long life. But here are soft membrane switches, and someone don't like it, and probably are the switches with shorter life than classic hard micro switches. But my idea is really you will press these buttons million times, or thousand times, and you will destroy these switches in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? If yes, you can easily change these switches for standard micro switches. This mode exists and you can find it on internet. Or you can buy new mainboard with switches in Hobby King as spare part. Because next big advantage of Turnigy 9XR are spare parts. Actually, everything on this radio you can buy as spare part, and you can select different colors of some parts. So you can have this radio with red, or I don't know exactly, maybe blue. Red is in store, and maybe blue, I don't know. But what is important, you can buy separately gimbals, switches, display, mainboard with membrane switches. So this is really big advantage and benefit. What is lost is Turnigy 9XR you will buy without a module. So you must buy own module for radio. You can buy any module with JR box type, Japan radio JR. So you can buy Fly Sky. Fly Sky is the same module like in Turnigy T9x. Fly Sky. You can buy First Sky. I prefer First Sky. You can buy Jetty module. You can buy DSMX module. You can buy Fast module and put it inside. Nice thing on Turnigy 9XR is antenna inside this holder, but connector for this antenna is here, and this is not standard connector. Probably your module for this radio will be incompatible with this connector. So you must buy module with own antenna on module, or you must make some changes inside this radio if you want to use antenna inside a radio holder. I a few times make this mode with Fly Sky module, transmitter module from T9x, because sometimes I make a mod of T9x and I change a module inside the radio for First Sky or for Jetty. So this original module I often build inside 9XR. For some beginners it's okay, but of course later First Sky, telemetry First Sky or Jetty or DSMX are better. So it's a little bit more difficult, but nothing impossible. You can put module from T9x inside 9XR, and you can use inner antenna. But this module is not changeable easy. Yes, you put this module inside, you will use this antenna, but you cannot change it easy. But actually, between us, why you want change module twice per day? Yeah? I will make a movie especially about this mod. So this is about transmitter module. About buttons. Someone have problems about gimbals. I think maybe in first versions of 9XR was problem with the gimbals, but this actual version, for this price of radio, these gimbals are on ball bearings, and I think it's just without problems. For this price, really without problems. My meanings, maybe you have different experiences. About battery. This is battery space. What is nice, it's really big, and you can put inside, for example, this is standard 3-cell transmitter LiPo battery. You can put inside easy LiPo battery, lithium ferrite battery, lithium. Connector for connecting of battery is balance connector. Yes, you put balance connector here, and your battery is connected. I don't like it. Of course it works, but it means every charging of this battery you must remove this connector, and it is really tight. It is not easy to remove it, and this is critical point of all radio system. It must be without any chance of failure, and this is chance for failure. Each charging you must remove it and put it back. I prefer, this is really hard, I prefer don't use this connector. Make, this is enough space inside. Make some hole, make new connector from radio. The best is MPX 6 pins MPX connector. One power wires for connector in radio, and next wires for charging with 3 balance connector. It's similar like my mod for T9x battery. Again, I will make a movie about this battery board, because this is really, I think this is really not good. Yes, if you close it, you can see these wires are under attack. Oops. Be sharp, please. Yes, this is not good. Okay, it works, but this must be perfect without any chance for failure. So, I will switch on. How you can see, backlight is on radio. In radio. About firmware. Firmware is actually Turnigy is ER9X in Turnigy 9XR. ER9X. This is open source firmware, and this is really different galaxy if you compare it with firmware, standard firmware in Turnigy T9x. About firmware, I will make special movies, lessons about programming on 9XR. I have some lessons on my YouTube video channel about ER9X on Turnigy T9x, but okay, I will make a special movies directly on Turnigy 9XR. So I think we can look inside a radio. For opening of 9XR you must release and tight 10 screws. Be careful, screws have a different length, so be careful. After unscrew screws untight, you carefully can open the radio. Here you must remove this plate. Yes. Oops. That's all. This big part is only plastic, piece of plastic. Everything is on front half. I like this. So, what is inside? I think layout of 9XR is nice, more professional like on T9X. But what is important? So, point by point, step by step. Here is inner antenna in radio holder. How I say, this antenna has this connector. I don't know any transmitter module with this connector. If you want to use this internal antenna, you must make some mods. I will make a movie with a mod with module from T9x later. So, inner antenna in radio arm or holder. Quality of soldering is much better like on T9x. Some soldering is covered with some probably hot glue or something similar with different quality, but okay, better than nothing. Yes. About gimbals. In the first version of 9XR was problem with these wires. I think now it's okay. Wires are soft with enough length of wires. I have not seen any problems with this. This is just standard mechanism. For $50 radio are these gimbals, I think, okay. Each gimbal is with 2 ball bearings, sorry for my English, ball bearings probably. Yes. What is really important about gimbals? Change of mode on T9X is piece of cake, really easy job. On 9XR is really hard job. You must remove gimbals from body of radio. You must unplug all connectors. You must release parts of gimbals, change some parts. You can make it. This is not mission impossible. You can make it, but it's really a little bit hard job. If you can buy radio with right mode, mode 1 or mode 2, which you can easily set for mode 3 or 4. in menu of radio. So select radio with throttle on right side depending on your mode. Throttle on left or right side depending on your mode. You can find on the internet, on YouTube, videos with how change mode of 9XR without soldering. I will make my own custom video later. So it's nothing impossible, but how I say, better is select right mode of radio. Here is data connected data cable. This is what we make like mode on T9x. Here is soldered from the house. Sometime quality of this soldering is horrible, but I think it's better and better, and actually on this radio I am without any negative comments about soldering of this wires. Really, no problems. Good job. But I recommend, if you have new radio, open it and check it, because here can be some small piece of soldering material, and it could make some short connections. So open it and check it if it's okay. One next important thing. First, Turnigy 9XR was with same CPU like Turnigy 9X at Mega 64. Time by time was Turnigy XR with better CPU at Mega 128, and now probably all 9XR are with this better CPU. This CPU is quicker and just better. So for me it's good reason, good point for buying of 9XR. Better CPU than on Turnigy 9XR, Turnigy T9x. Here is better CPU. It's important, especially if you want to use telemetry with FirstSky, advanced telemetry and advanced programming in ER9X or in Open9X. If you will flash this with Open9X and you want to use telemetry with FirstSky, it's better CPU is better. So I like it. So I think for now, antenna, gimbals, CPU, soldering of cable, I think for now it's all. And next movie will be probably about antenna mode for transmitter module from Turnigy T9x, how we can use internal antenna. And next movie will be about system settings on standard firmware of Turnigy 9XR. And next movies will be some video lessons about basic programming on this radio on standard 9XR firmware. And maybe we will make later some movies about how flash this radio with better firmware Open9X with really nice telemetry support for FirstSky transmitter modules. So thanks for watching. Again, sorry for my English, and see you later. And happy Christmas and Happy New Year.